They were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail. We return to Blood Island, where our cabal of wizards are at a party and have been talking to the sinister Dr. Flesh and his 3 daughters, where Lidija has decided that she is going to explore the underground basement of the Fuppy mansion. So it's all going on. Now, Wilhelm, you're out in the garden with Vulgaria. Vulgaria Flesh. Daughter of the sinister Dr. Flesh. And she begins to remove her mask. And underneath her mask, you can tell that she was once quite beautiful.
What?
And she says to you, "Do you admire me, Wilhelm? Is this not the look of power?" And you can see that all across her face are just muscle and veins. And when she moves when she talks, her face is so lean that you can see the jaws in her muscle moving.
Now, is that there's skin attached?
There's skin attached.
It's just...
her skin is incredibly thin, and it feels like it's been kind of stretched over her face. And all of the muscles in her face are extremely obvious and prominent. She says, "Is this not the look of power, Wilhelm? Similar to you."
How did you go about to come to this power?
Well, it's Daddy, you see. It's his science did it. They've made me better and stronger. It's marvelous, isn't it?
Yeah. What else can you do besides show me your emotions very clearly?
Roll strength plus brawl.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
Luckily, I got a lot of strength.
Yikes.
Is she really fucking with this? Gonna find out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hope
no.
it's a good one.
That sounded like a lot of die. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, you got
We're gonna willpower that, I think.
How many did you get?
2 success.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna willpower that because I could, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I keep these little successes.
Yeah. 3 more successes.
Yeah, 3. So it's 5?
It's 5?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So she...
When you say great, I don't know how I feel about it.
She suddenly, without any kind of wind-up, goes to strike you.
Ugh.
And your reflexes are so quick and you're so experienced in this that you bat the hand away. Mm-hmm. And she immediately attacks you again and presses forward. And it's all that you can do to defend yourself or not be in the same place as the place that she is striking. And eventually she kind of pushes you and steps backwards. Neither of you take any damage because you rolled exactly the same amount of successes.
Mm-hmm.
And she just says, "You continue to impress me, Wilhelm.
Likewise.
This is remarkable. I've never met a man who could stand up to my attacks before."
I've never met a woman who's attacked me so many times in so little time.
"I think we must be married, Wilhelm."
Ah!
Oh.
"I will tell Daddy. We will start the arrangements immediately."
I don't even know your middle name. I have to know your middle name before we get married.
"Well, I never chose one."
Oh. Do you want to do that now? Together?
What? What would you suggest, Wilhelm? What would make you... What name suits me?
Well, let's take a full look. Vulgaria.
Yeah, Vulgaria Flesh.
Blank. Flesh.
I'm going to leave you with that.
Yeah, sorry.
Lidija, you step down into the dank of the basement, and what you see appalls you. This appears to be some kind of vivisection workshop.
Ooh.
Vivisection?
You don't want
The
that.
dissection of animals.
Oh.
Usually while alive, right? Isn't that
Yes.
vivisection?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different. No animals here are currently. There are no living animals in here that you can see, but there is a unicorn body on the table
Oh.
in the midst of dissection. There is what seems to be a statue of a horse. Could be a unicorn. You see no horn, with no skin on it at all. Seems to be used as some kind of anatomical study. And then at the far side, there are two huge machines that are they clearly operating on steam, but they don't look like any kind of machine that you've ever seen. They don't look like, this doesn't look like technology of our times. This looks strange and advanced. And if you would like to try to figure out what it's for, you would need to roll.
I would like to try to figure out what is. My illiterate self is going to figure out how to.
Well, there's no instructions, thankfully. So that wouldn't have helped you much.
Okay, but I can also still like look at where the things are going and what's
Okay,
happening.
so give me intelligence plus science. Because you know a little of
yeah.
science.
The interface is so clear.
And, oh yeah.
Four.
4 successes. Yeah.
4 successes. So that is very, very close. So the first machine, you are able to tell what this machine does.
Okay.
This machine appears to, what you would think of in magical terms as it's thickening the space around you. This is some kind of machine that is here to prevent people from scrying magically upon this location. You kind of inspect it as best as you can, but you are not quite able to tell how to shut it down. But it seems to be like very heavily plumbed in. Like there's not like an outlet. You can just.
Well, are there gears?
There are gears. There's a big pipe going through to the wall. It seems to be powered externally in some way. But yes, there's also a different machine that is. It's kind of got like a lot of. It looks like what we in modern terms would kind of call like a lie detector test. It's a lot of tiny kind of pincer fingers scrolling across a map of Blood Island. Give me a science check for that one.
4.
4 successes. Again, you're able to tell what this machine does.
Boom.
You would suspect that you kind of, so you spend a good deal of time looking at this and trying to figure out its purpose, and you can tell that it's searching for something. And because of your abilities in Prime, you're actually able to kind of puzzle out what this thing is looking for. And it appears to be a machine that looks for sources of nodes, what you would think of as nodes, centers of magical power. And this is something that appears to be trying to find these. Now, what's a little more disturbing is that it appears to be zeroing in on a particular location, which is very close to where you remember being a few days ago in Bertha's cabin.
Oh no.
We could have restocked.
Yeah, you guys didn't check, sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's where you are at the moment. I'll
Are
let you.
there, like, how is this room lit?
How's this room lit? It's lit by gas lanterns.
Wonderful. I'm gonna set. Oh, okay. So, are there also tools around?
Oh yeah, there's any kind of, there's a lot of different scientific implements and also a lot of implements that you don't really recognize the purpose of.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up. I think I'm gonna put something like a wrench in one of the gears in the first machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to set. How close are they together?
The two machines?
Yeah.
They're very close together, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to set it up so that You can tell me if this doesn't actually apply. I'm going to set up a gear, like one of the gears to be stuck, and if it pushes the wrench a certain way, it's going to knock, and then a gas lantern like on this area, and so it'll potentially knock over the glass lantern and knock over into the other thing and light the paper on fire.
So you're creating a Rube Goldberg device.
And
Yes.
that causes the
Okay.
next.
I want to time it a little bit so that we can still do our other thing.
So
But
that's rad.
We gotta get the thing.
You for sure need to roll.
oh yeah, well,
like, so it's-
you're gonna let me do this.
Yeah.
We still have to
it's,
sneak to the bedroom.
In order to figure this out, this is actually
Yeah.
this is intelligence plus craft, because you're trying to craft essentially a means of destroying this device. I will let you roll that, and then we will head back to the party, where Dr. Elizabeth Splat.
I'm gonna use a.
Oh, you're gonna do well. Okay, let's resolve this roll.
I'm gonna use a willpower first.
Good idea.
3 more successes.
Okay, so
So
I
yeah,
will have
5.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Yes.
Okay. So you spend some time in this lab figuring out a way that you've essentially created like a drawn out catastrophe for this room, where this machine is going to reach a certain point, and then it's going to cause a catastrophic reaction that should set this entire basement and possibly building on fire.
That's not the why we're here.
That is not currently why you're here. No.
Yeah, but
Do we have a time?
these things are bad news.
Yeah, so you
100%.
probably have about half an hour.
Okay, and then I'm gonna jump up, go back up through the
The chute.
chute.
Okay, the butler, as you come up through the trapdoor, and he sees you right after you go, and he goes, "My goodness, you weren't in the basement, were you?"
Of course not.
"Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I would be in such trouble if you were. Let me hurry you back to the party."
Oh, can you first help me with something? I was actually looking for you to help me wipe my butt.
What?
It's like my pants are already on, and so I was gonna be like, "Can you help me with something?" Or like trying to, because I'm a little late. I need help.
"I need some help." She goes, "Oh, I'm really not qualified. I'll fetch a lady to help you."
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I will come anyway. Here you go.
Oh goodness! Oh no! Oh! And then you're just going to ignore him and walk back into the party?
I'll go back into the bathroom and be like, "I'll take care of it. Thank you."
Okay.
And then I wait 5 minutes and then I come back out.
I'm dead.
So seriously, you noticed that Dr. Elizabeth Splat has become aware that no one is paying attention to her
Okay.
and is sidling out of the room.
Oh.
So she seems to be trying to leave.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you are sitting here talking to the sinister Dr. Flesh.
Yes. I'm stuck in this awkward situation.
And he says, "Now tell me, Sisha, what is the name of this island?"
What's the name of this island? It's not Blood Island, is it?
This is an interesting question I like to ask people. I found that on the Victoria Isles, names are a very political issue. What do you call it?
I've encountered this since I'm new here. When we were directed to come here, we were told it was the Blood Island. But I know that isn't the proper name.
Indeed, it is not.
What is the proper name?
Victoria Island.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we cleared that
Named
up.
after our noble queen, Queen Victoria. I would hate for you to make that mistake among company, because the kind of people who, well, some people use the wrong names for things on these islands, and those people, they won't be part of the grand vision, Sisha. And I would like you to be a part of it yourself.
Be part of, excuse me, what?
I'm sure you'd want to be one of the people who is the prosperity that we talked about on the islands. I'm sure you'd want to be one of the people who was a part of it rather than one of the people who was, say, a victim of it.
Oh, I would very much like to be alive and not dead, if that's what you mean.
Of course, of course. I mean, there are worse things than death, but that is certainly That's a wise outlook to have.
Okay.
Your companions interest me a lot.
I could tell.
Yes. They seem to have been gone a rather long time. The older lady and...
She seems to have digestive issues, being older and all this travel upsets the tummy.
Well, I have some knowledge of medicine.
I mean, I would expect so. You're a doctor, correct?
I believe I'll go and see if I can help.
Oh, I mean...
And he starts to walk out.
The...
And as he starts to walk out, Pretensia and Obnoxia move almost like they're almost like he has a tail, right? That just folds out, and suddenly they are both standing to the side of you, and you're in the middle of them.
Gross.
And Obnoxia says, "Theasia, was it? That's an unusual name. You should have a real name, like Obnoxia."
You should have a real face.
Ooh, damn.
Oh, you went for it.
What did you say to me?
Do you know what mace is? That's what I said. That's the only thing I could think
Mace?
of. Yeah.
Like a morning star, a weapon. That's
Yeah.
more Vulgaria's deal.
Yeah, it just popped in my head.
Pretensia, I think this woman is insulting me.
I would
Pretensia
never.
says, I think that woman is insulting you too. What a beastly woman she is. What do you think we should do about it? And Noxia says, I think we'll tell Daddy. And I think he'll sort this out. And then they leave. And follow him to wherever he's going. Wilhelm, you're with Vulgaria out in the mountains, and you've just had, in the gardens, and you've just had your sparring session.
Yes.
And you hear someone go, Wilhelm, you absolute cad.
That sounds like Nigel. Is that correct?
You turn around and it's Dr. Elizabeth Splatt,
Oh.
visibly shaking. Says, you promised me your hand in marriage, Wilhelm. And now I see you're going off with this Vulgaria. Well, my family won't stand it. You'll have to marry me, Wilhelm, as you promised.
This is turning into an anime.
I know.
And Vulgaria says, Wilhelm, who is this woman? Let's kill her.
Hold on. We don't need to draw any blood today.
You promised yourself to a different woman? I will have none of this, Wilhelm. I will have none of this. I will find another man who is even more huge than you. And we will have tremendous babies of enormous size. You may stay with this dreadful Dr. Elizabeth Splat. Well, I hope you enjoy being called Wilhelm Splat. I hope you think that's a good name. Goodbye, Wilhelm. I'm going to go and tell my sisters what a wretch you are.
So long.
And she stomps off, places her mask back on. Just gives Dr. Elizabeth Splat the most fucking venomous look as she leaves.
Oh my God.
And Dr. Elizabeth Splat approaches you and says, I apologize.
No, thank you.
We need to get the fuck out.
Thank you so much for what you just did.
I would like to join your ship. Would that be okay?
Yes, I like you already.
Yeah.
We could get married if you want to. We don't have to.
We can talk about that
We'll
on
play out
board.
the future.
We'll
ask our crewmates.
They discovered, Wilhelm, they discovered the missing unicorn. Of course they did. And they blame me. And they have called me here. And I need to get out, Wilhelm. The sinister Dr. Flesh, he's a really bad egg, Wilhelm. He's a bad fellow.
I buy it with a name like that.
Why are you so titanically huge?
We can discuss that later.
We can discuss that later. It's
for
fine.
now. But it sounds like we need to inform the others we need to get out of here.
Yes. Why are you at this party?
We're running we're hustling a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
This is so shady.
It's all right.
Are you
on the side?
Are you pirates?
We've been known
Two pirates.
to pirates. I don't know if that makes us pirates.
Perfect. Nothing better than a pirate to get me out of here. Fucking great. I apologize for my language.
It's all right. We're used to it.
We need to get out of here immediately, as soon as we possibly can.
Okay, how much time do we have?
I'm going to leave the planning up to you. I'm going to hold on to you, Wilhelm,
Okay.
and I'm sure you'll know what to do.
Okay.
So, Aura, where are you at the moment?
I was leaving the bathroom
Okay.
because the guy knocked on the door and I was going to go tell everyone about the trap door.
Okay.
So I don't know if I run into anyone on the way there.
Probably runs the sinister Dr. Flesh.
Ugh.
So as he's walking out, he sees you and goes, I don't think we were introduced yet.
Oh, yes, hello, Aura Edmondstone. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm turning on, the business aura.
Edmondstone. That's quite a family name in London, I believe.
It is, yes. Unfortunately, I made it up and I just start walking past him.
He actually stops you. He puts a hand on your shoulder as you go by in a very sort of paternalistic fashion. So,
I make this face.
please, let's talk a while longer. I notice you, I'm a man of, well, actually, I'm going to make him roll. Very quickly. Just
I feel like as soon as he touches Elizabeth, the music, she's so mad that lets the music talk to her for a second.
yeah, the music says to you,
Aura, we are in danger.
and that's all you hear. It doesn't give you any suggestions.
I know. I'm just I know. I'm aware. It's fine.
So, I can tell you right now, the Sinister Dr. Flesh just rolled 7 successes.
Jesus.
So he looks at you and he says, you appear to have a broken rib. I noticed the shallowness of your breathing and the way you're guarding your wound. What happened? I would suspect some kind of blunt force trauma. Did someone attack you, Miss Edmondstone?
Oh, it was just the horses, the lizard horses. Just an incident with where one kicked me.
You were kicked by a lizard horse
They're everywhere.
and survived. It's very impressive. I would suspect, sorry, he did get 7 successes. I would suspect I would see some kind of mark from a lizard horse's claw.
I was fast. I also have a bodyguard, that extremely buff man, bodyguard.
Ah, yes, Wilhelm. I believe he's off with my daughter right now. Perhaps you should rejoin the party. I'm going to see if your friend Liga is all right.
Can I... Oh, man, do people have spirits?
Not really that you can
Okay.
talk. The easiest way to talk to a person is to talk to them.
Okay, I'm going to turn on my spirit sight
Okay.
because I want to see if he has anything lingering around him.
Yeah, he does.
And I feel like he's gotten close enough to me to where I have a good
Yeah.
bead on him.
So you say a small incantation under your breath that allows you to experience the spirit world with your various senses. And you see that he is surrounded by howling ghosts.
Ooh.
Upsetting.
They're not positive, though, I think. Like
People,
a cheer.
are these assuming people he's killed?
Who knows?
Ugh.
You could talk to them but that would require an effect, and it would be an
I'm not
obviously
gonna. I just wanted to
occult
see what
effect.
was.
Yeah, he is surrounded by swirling ghosts.
Okay.
And the music says,
We need to leave, Aura. I do not like this man.
So all spirits, even the music, are disturbed by him, is what I'm guessing.
I will devour him in time, Aura.
No, we're not talking about devouring right now. We've got business to attend to. I am going to. I want to go the opposite direction of him.
okay. So
He
he's,
told me to join my party,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go that way, and I'm just going to go down a hallway.
Okay.
I'm not going to rejoin everyone.
Absolutely. So you just start going down a hallway that is mostly used by staff. He doesn't actually seem to notice. Because
No.
As soon as you turn away, he assumes you're going to the party
Yes.
and will do as you were told.
Right, I'm not doing that.
And he goes to Liga. You're back in the bathroom now.
Yes, that's I guess the 5 minutes of Me. Waiting.
Cleaning up.
Yeah. You're sitting there going, yeah, thinking, shit.
I'm walking down the hallway
Yeah.
going, shit.
And you hear a knock on the door, and he says, Liga, was it?
Ew, they sit in the bathroom. Right?
Just fart really loud.
Sorry.
He actually checks the door,
Ugh.
but presumably you locked
I
it.
locked it.
He says, are you all right? I'm a doctor. Perhaps I can help.
Oh, just some bowel issues, and sometimes these hands have a hard time cleaning.
Lord.
Very Bulgarian.
Vulgar.
I just need a second, dearie.
For our elderly viewers, this is some relatable content.
I'm so sorry.
So he says some things through the door to you in Russian,
What?
which, as far as I'm aware, you don't speak.
I don't think I do.
So yeah, he just says something you don't understand. You probably understand that it's Russian, but
Yeah, I probably know it's Russian, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't.
do you reply? You say anything back?
What did you say? I don't know what you said.
I'm sorry, my dear Liga. I detected an accent and I thought I'd take a stab at it, but it's not Russian that you speak.
Oh, no, I'm not Russian.
Let me roll for him because he's going to try and do something cool.
Oh.
He's going to roll for
I
it.
don't want to do anything cool.
Can an NPC get the awards from messing with your plan? Or does this count as your plan?
Well, you have to use magic to mess with the
Okay,
plan.
you're right.
Magic versus Patrick.
4 successes. It's not bad. It says Eastern Europe, perhaps.
Yes,
Somewhere on those.
I am from Europe, yes.
Oh, interesting.
I'm currently still taking care of myself here, but
Yeah, he doesn't seem to care at all. And he says, do you know, Liga, I will be right outside this door
Oh, God.
whenever you are finished, ready to help you in my capacity as a doctor in any way that I can.
Is he coming on to me?
Maybe.
Is there a window?
There is not a window, no. So here's the thing. I know I'm not cheating because I made this mansion on The Sims.
Nice.
So I actually know. So yeah, there's no window in this room, I'm afraid.
Wow.
So I am
The
actually.
Sims?
Yeah, I keep it to my own rules, but there isn't a window. No, it's a very small. It's a very small bathroom. It's
it?
like a cloakroom. It'd
You
probably
should,
be more used by servants.
Put it on the Sims Marketplace so people can download it. It's
Absolutely,
free.
I will do that.
Okay, because I want to put it in my Sims
Yeah.
game and put my Sims in it.
Yeah, I will make the floppy mansion. Yeah, so he decides that he's going to wait there.
Gross.
All right.
That's not weird.
No, not at all.
Let's revisit Wilhelm.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to check if everyone creeped out in a good way or a bad way because we have safety hooks. We have safety
No,
stuff.
it's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
This is
we're good.
uncomfortable,
We're good.
but in
Yeah.
an okay way.
Yeah,
Yes.
Because so the important thing here is the point of all safety tools is that everyone's still having fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I want to make sure everyone's still having fun. If at any point you're not having fun, you tell me.
I am terrible at lie to your friends games because of the anxiety that exists around holding up the lie. And so going to a fake party,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
already just Jesus Christ. Even though the people aren't real. It's hard to lie to
Fair.
them.
Yeah.
You did well.
Oh, thank you.
You follow Dr. Splat kind of holding onto your arm and takes you back into the party.
We're going back in.
Oh, so where do you want to go? She's actually following you, so I'm going to assume that you're
Well,
going to.
so obviously I do care about rejoining the party and helping us get the hell out of there. She seemed to not want to go back in again.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Wilhelm would choose to do that. He would definitely go in and try to warn everybody. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was just the main hall that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
The garden is right a door off
Yeah.
of it or something. Okay. So I think I will.
You could find another entrance into the house if you wanted to.
Mm. I think I'd be interested to know if Dr. Splat knows her way around the place and if she could get us directly into the area where at least we last left
So,
Everyone?
yes, of course. I've never been upstairs. That's locked, and there is a guard. His name is Terrence. He's not terribly bright. They're upstairs. You could also you could potentially climb into. You could get there probably through a window if you were sufficiently athletic. You could. Otherwise, there's. I don't go into the staff corridors, but I know they exist. These people don't want to see the help, So there are normally ways around.
Yes. Do you know where Paxton Fuppy's office is upstairs? Officer quarters.
I'm sure I could help you find it if we could get up there.
Well,
Do you need something from there? We can't just leave.
I do require one thing. You don't need to worry yourself with what it is, but it is located there, upstairs. I'm assuming so we're in a garden. Is there any lattice or anything?
Yeah, there is. You can actually see that there's a lattice for gardening up there, but they're kind of assuming that no one will be able to climb it.
Yeah. I think I want to go for going upstairs.
Okay, so
Or rather, climbing.
Kind of get in through a window.
Yes.
Dr. Splat says, well, are you sure that'll take your weight?
No. No, not at all. But it's worth a try.
Okay, perfect. I'll hold it. What should I do?
That's a great question.
If I go back to the party, they'll wonder where you are because we're engaged.
Perhaps you should go up first, and I can boost you up.
Perfect. I think I'm somewhat lighter.
Yes, I think a little bit.
Okay, so let's see how.
Strength to weight ratio.
Let's see how spend a willpower. Okay, yeah. So she has a little bit of trouble at first. She's never done anything like this before. But she begins to climb up, and she finds an open window and clambers through it. And then a few moments later, she says, well, wait there. I found his bedroom.
Oh.
And she says, I'm going to make a rope out of sheets for you to climb.
Just like the movies.
Just like the
the stories book.
Just like the storybooks. and she duly does so. I mean, it takes a few minutes, but
I can picture it so clearly.
Yeah, this kind of rope of sheets comes out of the window. You can now climb it should you wish. It's going to be a much easier roll.
We're gonna climb that.
Yeah. So give me. I'm going to call this strength plus athletics.
Should I be able to blow this one? I'm blowing it a little bit. Okay, so that's so crit
3.
on a normal counts as
That's
2.
just one.
That's just one. So you got 3
Yeah,
successes.
crit's gonna come in pairs.
No. You did
yeah,
get a
2.
pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
see it.
So is that
So you clamber up this trellis, and then as you grab the windowsill, you do a handstand,
Oh my god.
okay?
Parkour.
and then you've got your legs like that, and just one goes down, and the other goes
I like
down.
that.
Wow.
I've been practicing that at the
Wow.
park, and I'm not lying.
And Dr. Elizabeth Splat goes, maybe we really will get married.
Oh my god.
I do pull up the sheet. I don't want to leave it
Okay,
down.
absolutely, good thinking. So we're in his quarters. Well, I'm like, do you need something? Are we robbing him, or do we need incriminating documents? What?
I'll kind of let her in. We're looking for something that's very close to him.
Something specific.
Perhaps even a hairbrush, comb, toothbrush, used chamber pot that's 2 weeks old. There's so much shit in this episode.
I'm going to. I like all of those suggestions.
Yes,
Let's see if we can find a hairbrush.
yes. Let's do some sort of.
So
Did he have long hair in that photo?
no, it would be unheard of to have long hair at that time.
Okay.
But he certainly has enough hair that one could
Yeah.
get some hairs from his brush.
Okay.
So as you begin to search his quarters, so go ahead and just get ready a wits plus investigation roll, and we'll do that in a minute. Saoirse,
Yes.
you're standing here flanked by 2 of the Flesh Sisters.
Gross.
And Vulgaria stomps in. She says, "Sisters, I have been betrayed."
Oh, okay.
Ma'am?
I didn't say that out loud. That's just me out of character.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. No.
I've been betrayed by Wilhelm. We were to be married and have tremendously sized babies, and then I discovered that he has already proposed to that terrible woman, Dr. Elizabeth Splat. This is an insult to us and is an insult to Daddy. Who's this terrible woman? And she points at you.
Me?
Yes.
Who am I?
Why are you standing with my sisters? Get out of here before I strike you.
I don't move.
She looks around, amazed that this is happening. And she says, I will strike you. And no one will do anything. I can do whatever I want. Because everyone is so scared of my daddy that no one will say anything. I could kill you right here if I wanted to. What's your name?
I just stare at her.
Okay, so let's do, what have you got for intimidation?
I only have 1 in intimidation.
Let's do resolve plus intimidation.
Resolve.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is resolve? I can't. Oh, there it is. And a no. So I only have 2 successes.
You got 2 successes?
Yes.
This is good news. You win the staring contest.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
You stare back at her. The thing is, she is so enraged that she loses her composure.
Okay. As hoped.
And her sisters say to her, "Why, Bulgaria, did you just blink? Did you blink when the little Irish lady stared at you? Goodness, I can't wait to tell Daddy." And Bulgaria says, "You'll do no such thing. I could kill this woman right now where I stand." Where she stands. Pretentious says, "Well, then why don't you? Or why don't you go off and try and find another husband, since Wilhelm clearly wasn't the right one for you? Why are you still standing here? We're talking to our new friend, Saoirse.
Oh my god.
She's from Ireland. Isn't that fascinating?"
I put my arm around one of them and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, it's here's the thing you notice is that it's like putting your arm around steel.
Yes.
She's also very cold. Mm-hmm. And she laughs. She goes, "Ha ha 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 ha! Wonderful, Bulgaria. Perhaps you can go and fetch us some drinks."
Yeah, go get us some drinks, Bulgaria.
Wow. Bulgaria storms off.
Uh-oh.
Wilhelm,
Phew.
how's that roll going?
Straight anxieties. Let's look.
Yeah. 1.
It's not good.
It's not good. Yeah, you're not a terribly good investigator.
No, I'm not.
So you find a I've forgotten the name for it. You find basically a dresser with a mirror on it, right? That seems
Armoire?
like it's used for an armoire, yeah. And it's but the annoying thing is that everything interesting in it is actually locked. So you suspect it could be a hairbrush or something like that, but it's in a locked drawer.
Okay. Can I pry them open using strength?
Yes, you could try.
Well, I'd
Wanna
love
force it?
I'd love to try to force it.
So I think that would be strength plus brawl.
Let's pick the topmost. Probably throw a hairbrush. Topmost
just-
wide drawer. Yeah.
I'm just going to force it.
Yeah. Strength plus brawl. What? 3.
3 successes.
Yeah.
So you try this drawer and then you give it a tug and it fights back a little bit and then you pull the whole thing out. It makes a fair bit of noise. But there is a hairbrush in there that is covered in Paxton Fuppy's thick, luxurious hair.
No chamber pot.
I definitely grab that.
Okay.
Throw
So
it on my belt.
Dr. Elizabeth goes, "We've got some hair." Was that it?
That's it.
Okay. How do we get out of here?
Most likely the same way.
Okay. I'm going to climb down the trellis. You're going to do something that a different equivalent of that for a very, very large person who will
Yes.
definitely break the trellis.
Yes. Well, a flip might happen. Be on the
Okay,
lookout.
I'm going to do it. And she starts scrambling down the trellis. Meanwhile, or Edmonton, you have gone down a staff corridor. Are you trying to achieve anything in particular?
Well, I was thinking about why she decided to do that, and it's because she's kind of panicking because the music is telling her it's dangerous, which is new to her. So she just started going down a corridor. She's just trying to find a window to jump out of.
Okay, perfect. So you
Everybody's getting the fuck out.
Yeah, jump out the window. That's the move right now.
Yeah. She's just freaking out. Like, I gotta get out of here. I get out of here. Like, she'll figure the other party, like, she'll regroup outside. She's like, I gotta get out.
So you find the kitchens and you're walking in. There's a chef working there, and he says, "All right, you all right? You lost? You looking for something?
The way out, sir. Just
Way out? I mean, you could take there's an exit there.
Perfect.
But that's for servants. Shouldn't you go through the front?
She's
You're a guest.
ignoring him.
Just walk straight through.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk through there and you realize you're at the side of the house. You're gonna have to make your way through to the front to get through the gate.
Okay.
And you see one of the guard towers. And you can see there's no guard at it.
Oh.
But what you can see is just a little hat pops up.
A hat?
And then you see a Mary Drexel face. And she goes,
What?
you just see Mary Drexel pop up from the guard tower.
Our first mate.
and
I
look
know,
at you and go,
And I'm just like,
and then she stands up and she points at the cannon and goes, she goes,
Oh no. Oh no.
and she begins to wheel this cannon around
Oh god.
to face it at the house. And as you look at all the guard towers you can see, because you can see a couple from this vantage
Yeah.
point, you realize none of them have guards at them. All of them have cannons on them.
right.
And you can see that Mary has chained a giant fuse.
Oh my god. I'm honestly kind of impressed.
Yeah, I like Mary a lot.
Yeah,
We
I'm
weren't
kind
sure
of
at first,
I'm
but-
kind of like, you know what? Like,
kill
there's
it.
clearly some intense evil in
Good first
there.
date.
Like, I'm like, there's some evil more than evil in there. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yeah. And I'm just like, but I'm going to try and summon Steven again.
Okay.
And I'm going to apologize to Steven because I know that it's hard. We're out of the house at least.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ask Steven if he could possibly send a message to all of the crew.
So Stephen, because he's an immaterial spirit, he can, if you give him, you could use your forces to give him a body and give him a voice.
Oh, yeah.
But it would be vulgar with witnesses.
Right.
Because it would be a strange and magical event.
Right.
So you could do it.
Well, I'm really worried about my party, so I'm going to try and do it because I'm
Okay.
worried about everyone and I want to get them out because that guy is so dangerous and I've seen all these ghosties around him and
Yeah.
everything's a hard pass for me. So,
So you have a good bit of time now because there's no guards, right?
right.
You're out here, you're able to make kind of a circle and use some of your occult paraphernalia to begin this pretty impressive bit of magic to give this to Stephen.
Right.
So go ahead and give me a forces and spirit roll.
Okay. And I have two.
Include your paradox dice. How many paradox dice do you have?
two.
Okay, that'll do it. And you need to get 4 successes or above.
Okay. I got 3.
You got 3?
Yeah.
Do you want to succeed at a cost or do you want to burn a willpower?
What is, you know what? I'll burn a willpower and see.
Okay.
So I'll re-roll 2. Well, this one.
I was gonna say,
Oh, wait,
you
this is
have
Scully.
You have
Yeah,
one
so no,
success.
it's 2.
Yeah.
Scully's not it, so I'll roll 3 more. Okay. 2 more.
2
yeah,
more.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
Didn't look. Couldn't look.
Didn't look. I know. Mine are scary because it could go very bad.
Stephen kind of floats out from the top of your staff and says, "Hori, you need something?"
I'm so sorry to call you back, Stephen. I promise all of the CBs when you're done. We have to get out of here. Can you please just fly and tell the entire crew, our crew, to get out and that it's full of evil ghosties
Okay.
and return to my staff? when
Okay.
you're done. As quick as you can.
Okay. Stephen says, "Of course, Aura. I'll do it."
And act as insane and wild to pretend like, I'm a loose parrot. But then like,
Absolutely. I'll try my best, Aura. And he flies off. Meanwhile, Liga, you're in this bathroom that is right next to the basement. And the sinister Dr. Flesh, he isn't talking anymore. You can feel his presence. At the other end of the door. And then you start to hear a crunching noise.
Ew. What?
And sinister Dr. Flesh says, "Liga, Did you go into my basement?
I have diarrhea.
The sinister,
Actual answers.
and the sinister Dr. Flesh turns to look at his nearby
Oh no.
trapdoor,
Oh no.
and he realizes that the lock has disappeared. And you hear him go, "No! No! You'll all burn for this." And then he disappears. You hear him clambering down the ladder as his lab begins to catch fire.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
Where
god.
he's in there. And you hear him clomping down this ladder, and there is now no one standing outside of the bathroom.
I book it.
You book it? Which way are you going to book it?
Oh, I'm gonna go out and then go through the hallway and just get to the closest door, window, anything I can
Okay.
find.
So you can get straight out and run straight through the front door and just book it straight out.
Yeah, but first, is there any furniture in this hallway?
Yeah, there's a few bits, like there's couches that you can kind of sit and recline on
How
should you be.
close are they to the trapdoor door?
I love it. Close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, before I go though, I push something on top of the trapdoor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You push like
100%.
you push a nice sort of ornate chair.
Well, so, like a love seat.
Sofa?
A love
Sofa?
seat? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
Okay.
push a
Fainting couch.
Yeah, I push one of those, something that's like heavy enough so that he can't just
Mm-hmm.
boo-boo. So
Butcher's block.
do that, and then I'm like, all right, bye.
As you run out, the butler just goes, "Ooh, yeah, see, people are leaving early. They haven't had the presentation yet."
Just leave it.
Sergio, you're in the room now with
The
Noxia
sisters.
and Pretensia.
Yes.
And they say, "We find you quite charming, Sergio. We love the way that you wrong-footed our sister. Perhaps you'll be our new sister."
I do better as an only sibling.
Well, that's what we all thought as well.
Oh, you're not like blood relation?
Well, it's very complicated, you know. But, well, we were all orphans. And we were all best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sinister Dr. Flesh came to the orphanage. And he said, we were told, that he was going to come back in a year's time and he was going to adopt 3 children from the orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
So we simply made sure that we were the only options.
No. Uh-oh.
Okay.
And when he came back, it was just the 3 of us left. So he had to take us, you see. So we became sisters through that. We became sisters through blood rather than from blood.
Okay. Found family can be stronger than blood family. I get it.
Indeed, indeed. And that's why we know that you could be our new sister, Sasha. And then a parrot that is flying so fast that it appears to be on fire
Oh my god.
flies through the open door and goes, he's speaking in a parrot voice.
Right.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
And I recognize it. Do I know Steven? I don't.
Yeah, you probably know Steven.
Yes.
And he flies through, and then he sees Nigel, and he starts tormenting Nigel just out of habit.
Yes.
He goes, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!" And Nigel goes, "Oh, no time for the presentation. I'm just going to," and he folds up all his shit. And
Right.
goes, looks like we've got to leave early.
Yeah.
And Obnoxia and Pretensia kind of look shocked by this, and they went, "Seriously, what? This parrot? What's going on? We should kill it."
I think it's a part. Like this is a party. Maybe it's some sort of magic show or something. So like.
Daddy hates magic.
Oh, does he?
If he saw magic, then he would.
You should go run and occupy
We'll
him
have to
while.
go run and tell him.
Yes, you should do that.
I don't know where he's gone.
I think
Well,
I saw him go over there.
Just pointing around the direction.
Yeah, well, I know. Like I pointed, like kind of towards where the basement trap door is, just because I did literally see him.
Okay, so you're going to point in that direction?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. We'll see you soon, Sisha, and we'll tell Daddy what a wonderful person you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And they run off.
I'd get the fuck out.
Nigel runs going like, Sisha, I think we're going.
Yes.
And the 2 of you clamber out Are you going to go out the front entrance as well?
Yes. We'll just burst out the front door.
Wilhelm, how are you going to get down from this? This is a first floor jump.
Okay.
You can handle it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to put any stank on this one, only because I do hear the parrot squawking, and that's like now's not the time.
You also then hear an explosion
Oh.
that sounds like it's coming from down in the
Deep below,
house.
okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to take it to both legs and go for a little parkour roll at the bottom to try to cradle a little bit, so more of a forward
Let's do
momentum
it.
jump through. Yeah.
Are
Are we rolling for this?
I'm going to call that dexterity.
Okay.
So that's dexterity and athletics. You do strength and athletics if you want. It's up to you.
I mean, I really want to do strength because I'm pretty good at it right now.
Okay, yeah. So let's call it strength plus athletics.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you've got 2 extra strength dots. Let's do it.
I do, yeah. I'll absorb it with my muscles. Wow, it's so bad.
2.
No, it's 1 because the crit doesn't count, right?
Well, no, it still counts as a success. It just
Okay.
doesn't have a matching
It's
to be.
2.
Yeah.
So you got
have
2 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to succeed at a cost or burn a willpower? Cost is going to be you biff the landing, maybe take a little bit of damage.
I'll do the damage. Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Fine.
you are not used to moving this enormous form. And as you charge and jump through the window, you actually get stuck for a second because your delts are so
Wide. Yeah. Striation.
And then you kind of tumble through and you manage to make a good landing of it, but you twist your ankle as you land. You take a point of superficial damage.
There's a doctor.
And Elizabeth Splat says, did you hear the parrot? I think we're leaving.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Okay, so you are now in the garden. It's super easy for you to find the front entrance from here.
Yeah.
I'm
assuming we can see some of the party running.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like,
We're like,
And
let's go.
you, so everyone's out now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
As soon as you're out, you turn around, perhaps to look back at what might be happening here, and suddenly you see Mary Drexel.
Oh my god.
And then every cannon in the entire place goes off while pointed at Paxton Fuffy's
Oh my
mansion.
god.
Wow.
And you hear just the most tremendous boom. And then I'm going to imagine that you make your escape.
Yeah.
And Mary says, "Distraction!
Oh my god.
Hey, hairbrush.
Let's do it. Let's go."
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. And Stephen returns to your staff and goes, I'd quite like to have a rest for a little bit.
Oh
if
yes,
that's all right."
excellent
You
job,
said
Steve. Again, smoochie,
We have Nigel with
we
us
put it
too.
back.
Yeah, Nigel's with you too. Like, "Oh, get the fuck out, get the
Oh
fuck out."
my god.
He's imitating the parrot without meaning to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Stevie
yeah.
can land back in this little.
And you hot foot it. Where do you guys want to go?
Away from there.
You just kind of run through the town.
We need to regroup
Yeah.
because I feel like we're going to have to share all of our experiences.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to go back to the ship?
Yeah, that'd probably be the safe bet.
Yeah, please.
I think I'm at the ship, and I'd like to at least thicken the area.
Oh, so it can't be scried upon?
Yeah.
That's an excellent idea.
I do want to pick up my knife.
Oh yeah,
That's
your
true. You
knife.
got to pick up your knife from the blacksmith.
Through town.
Okay.
Yes, because
so you run through town.
I want my knife.
You run to the blacksmith. And the blacksmith goes, "Oh, well, I actually just finished your."
Thank you, bye.
It's a prepaid kind of.
Come again. So as you run off to the ship, and there's a lot of commotion of what has happened in the Fuppy mansion. So a lot of people are just heading down there, like local constabulary. Everyone is trying to see what's happening. So the ship is there and ready to undock, but it's the sun is now set and it's now nighttime. And as you run up, you kind of like I got to feel like you kind of tried to run the entire way if you possibly could. So you start to slow down, and Mary's like, "Easy, I'm in my fucking 60s. So this is your boat. It's a good boat. I like it. Yeah. We did it.
We did.
we did something.
Yeah, something was done.
We call that success.
We didn't die.
I want to never go back there again.
Sir, that was bad.
Let me tell you what was in that basement.
You got into the basement?
Yes.
I just looked at him through my spirit sense, and he was covered in scary ghosts.
Yeah, it might have something to do with the, what's the type of room called again?
Vivisection.
The vivisection room, and then also a machine that, there was one machine that was messing with was thickening the space. It was making it hard for us to do our magic, as well as also, by the way, we should probably go save Big Paul's parents.
What?
Well, you destroyed the machine.
Yes.
So we can't find them.
Oh, well, I didn't know if you already saw it or, but if
They were getting close to seeing the node, but they
Yeah.
hadn't seen exactly
there
where
was-
yet.
Okay.
there was a machine that could see nodes, and one of the nodes was by Big Paul's family.
So, would I know that there's machines, like he talked about London, would I know that there's a machine that can do that, or does this sound like something I've never heard of before?
It sounds like magic.
But he was not magic.
It sounds, you would suspect, knowing everything you do and hearing about these mysterious machines that are doing these crazy magical effects, that you were dealing with a member of the Order of
That's
Reason.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
It sounds like he was a member of the Order of Reason, which makes, I mean, it's so contradictory. And he already knew my name, so hopefully he's dead.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
I messed up with the machines, FYI.
Excellent. We threw cannon
I
balls
heard that.
into the house.
Oh, really?
I was upstairs.
That's so cool. You have a hairbrush?
I have a hairbrush.
If anything, we have put a dent in his plans. And if we make it so that he can't use his machines to find us, we might have time to prepare to do a full-on assault of him in the future.
We should probably still tell Big Paul's family.
We should.
We should give them a warning.
Give Steven a bit of a rest, and I'll send Steven to tell him.
So as you were saying that, Corbinson James approaches. She walks down the gangplank and she hears you saying, "Will you send a message to who?"
Big Paul's family?
Okay, I'll send a bird.
Oh. You give Steven a rest? Do you have a different bird?
Yeah, I have my birds, you know. I'm a communications officer. We can communicate
Oh, good.
with
Yeah,
birds a lot.
but Steven's been through a lot today. He needs a
Oh.
rest.
Certainly has. What's the message?
Some Dr. Flesh knows where a node
Sinister
is.
Flesh is looking for spirits on the islands and magic and is looking to destroy them with machinery. And to keep an eye out for him. And if they have the resources, maybe take him out.
I would say Order of Reason might know where you live soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right. She says, "Well, it'll be sent out as soon as possible. Thank you for letting me know. I'll get to that right away." She walks up the gangplank, and you hear this thunderous sound. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom,
Oh, God.
coming down the gangplank. And Mary looks up. And she sees this huge black dog.
Oh, yeah.
And it runs up to Mary and it jumps on her.
No.
And it starts licking her face. And she kind of stands up and puts him down like, "Barbara, what are you doing here?"
Oh.
Oh, they know each
Barbara.
other.
And then she sees the Master of Hounds
Oh, yeah.
standing at the top of the gangplank. Aura, how do you wear your gun?
Aura's gun?
Yeah.
That's just like on her side.
Okay.
Like a piratey.
Can you roll me wits plus awareness?
Huh?
Can you roll me
Yeah.
wits plus awareness?
I do not have a lot in this. Oh, one success.
Okay. You don't know if you've ever seen a normal human being move as quickly as Mary Drexler does when she sees the Master of Hounds.
What?
As she takes the gun from your belt
That's mine.
and without a microsecond of hesitation, shoots him.
Oh, fuck.
And we will burden our souls
That's mine.
with these secrets next time on Mage of Sail.
What? That's my gun.
You can't just shoot people we know.
Who knows why? Maybe there's a cool reason.
Maybe they were lovers.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
maybe. That's not too late for me to rewrite it. We will see you guys next week for more Mage of Sail, or on Patreon, where you can probably watch the next episode right now. If not, like, comment, subscribe. That's all good stuff. We appreciate you, wherever you are and whatever you do. Bye.